There's a speech by Martin Luther King in Washington, D.C. It's the "I Have a Dream" speech. I mean, I don't know if I memorized the speech, but I read it multiple times in school. I don't remember it word for word, but this is about civil rights movement, and it's interesting. He says how about slavery, mental slavery. I mean, you don't have to be black to feel that way. But there's a lot of oppressors out there, and they use the skin color as an excuse to for a lot of different things. Especially in the United States of America. It's like just because you're born a certain color skin doesn't make you better or worse than anybody else. But let me listen to the speech because I haven't heard it in a couple of years.
The Negro still is not free. 100 years later.
And I used to say the word Negro. It's Negro. It means black in Spanish. I mean, I just don't understand. Even in the 60s, it's like, I'm not going to point fingers, but it's like, why don't you just change the black human being, the black person? That Negro, the N-word, it just like resonates. It's just like, and it's in Espanol, right? And you're mispronouncing it altogether.
The life of the Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the chains of discrimination.
Yeah, I mean, imagine you go to some place and people mistreat you based on the color of skin, amongst other things, Maybe, today it's like that as well, but it's also because you're a human being and you have logic and, you don't play this creepy, crippled game with people.
100 years later.
Because you're not mentally handicapped.
The Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty. I have a dream.
Some of us live in poverty because, we're being blackballed or, people are firing us and calling cops on us, I feel like I'm a minority because I feel like there's a lot of humanity lacking, especially in the United States of America. It has nothing to do with color of the skin.
But one day, this nation will rise up, live our true meaning in the street. We always choose to be self-evident that all men are created equal.
All men are created equal. Now, it's a patriarchy world, society, or a country. I have a problem with that as well, but all people are created equal. And no, I don't think everybody's created equal. Should everybody get the same respect until, they disrespect, and then you put either you say something or you just let them go? Yeah, probably. But what is that ultimate equal? When that was written, they violate a lot of people, and there's certain people that were treated as 3/4 of a human being. Nowadays, like to be even a marginal of that, even a quarter human being, is a great step, in the leap of this country.
Sons of former slaves and sons of former slaves will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day, even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, be transformed into the oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream. My four little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream.
Content of their character. That's the most important part, right? Yeah, and not too many people, even look at the content of the character, or they hate you because you have morals and a character and a personality as well. I'm not against some of the hoodlum, and I sure as well don't use the police force to, push people around and call people to, get somebody jumped or beat upon because, there's a whole level of idiots just making noise just so, you leave their, the little, franchise or fast food restaurant. mean, imagine that, man. All those people that stood up for the right, just yes, they could vote, so they could eat the same restaurants, so they would be segregated, they go to the same school, and there's idiots out there violating it. And even if the man that died, that was on drugs, was without a shirt, and then the people protest and they go steal and rampage stuff. I mean, it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. Imagine what those people, if they would have seen that, let's say almost 50 years from then, what would they think? You'd be like, wow, what the fuck? What happened to these people? Or was it just like that as well?
With this governor having his lips dripping with the words of position and nullification. One day that man in Alabama and little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. All our dreams together.
This is the United States of America in the 60s. 66 was the epitome. I think that's when the civil rights movement actually did what it was supposed to do. At least I believe, or maybe that's it was the 60s. That was a very turbulent time. Imagine where we go in history in the country, people don't have their rights, and descendants don't even have a respect for that. And it's maybe they just even don't care, right? But who's the real minority and who's the real oppressor? I could go to a certain business and point out the oppressor and how they act. It's about being human, humanity, and having respect.
And the crooked places will be made straight, and the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is our hope. This is the faith that our God with. With this faith, we will be able to hew on the mountain of despair a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together, pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. This will be the day when all God's children be able to sing with new meaning, my country tears of thee. Sweet land and liberty of thee I sing. Land of my father.
This land of liberty is ironically, it's from being oppressed by the English and a lot of Dutch people that came here to the States as well. And ironically, they created a biggest form of oppression.
From every mountainside, let freedom reign. Remember us to be a great nation. This must become true. So let freedom reign. From the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire, let freedom reign. From the mighty mountains of New York, let freedom reign.
I'm not gonna go into this. People that just don't want anyone. There's people, not just people like me, but there's a lot of people that just want others to have freedom, any kind of freedom, for reasons unknown. Not that we're criminals, just we're not hateful and we don't play the criminal game, including NYPD and Starbucks in Brooklyn, North 7th Street.